Now let's just start by saying spoilers. Spoilers.
Okay.
Justin, let's give. What's your thoughts?
Spoilers. Oh, I thought we were just gonna say the
Spoiler.
I thought it was fucking great, and I'm happy that he went through with it because we were worried for a while that he wasn't even gonna do another season.
Yep.
And
it took so long to do.
Yeah, and I understand he was touring and everything, and I'm sure he didn't realize that he was going to be as successful as he was, and it's like, oh shit, let me just keep doing this. And
I just want to throw this out there. I don't know if we've ever really discussed this, but did you know when the first Death album came out, it was considered to be, well, if you consider it a death metal album, which I guess we will, it was the highest selling death metal album of all time.
Really?
Until the Death Album 2 came out, which is now considered to be the highest selling death metal album of all time. Death Album 2 sold 64,000 copies first week. 64,000! A lot of like big rappers struggle to do 64,000, unless you're Adele.
Do you think a lot of people consider it death metal?
I got thinking about that today.
You know, or do you think...
The first one I wouldn't, because the first one, all the songs kind of had that weird, funny aspect to them.
Yeah, you could
Death
tell.
Album 2, I would consider a death metal album.
Yeah, that was definitely a little more serious.
I don't even know if it's serious. The lyrics are still crazy, but the delivery was much more...
I feel like the song structures were a lot better.
Oh, definitely. And they were all shorter, too. They were all in that, like, 4-minute range instead of a couple that were...
Yeah.
But anyway...
Shorter. Well, no, the first one had a couple that were only like...
Like a minute, yeah.
A minute,
but then it had a couple that were 5 and 6. But anyway, that was a side note.
Yeah.
So, anyway, back to what you thought about the season. So it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing and hilarious.
Yep.
I didn't really have any... There was maybe one episode that I didn't care for compared to everything else. But either way, even that episode had, things that had me laughing. So, but it was really more the storyline that they continued with, which I was happy about because I didn't know, where they were going.
I think one of the things that we had talked about was that, through the first 3 seasons, the story is building, and towards the end of season 1, something is going on, but you don't really have an idea of like who Salacia is and who this little council of people he has are. You don't really know what they are.
Yeah.
Season 2, you get a little more into it, particularly like the end of season 2.
Right.
Season 3, again, at the end of season 3, you finally start to see what's going on. This season really brought everything together.
Yeah.
Look, you're starting to get an idea of who everyone is, what their role in this whole thing is.
Yeah.
And particularly the finale episode was literally like 11 minutes of, let's get you up to speed on 4 seasons worth of this show.
It seriously was. You find out everything. Anything that you've really questioned about in the past, you learn now.
I mean, just looking back at this season in general, you get to know, because they had the episode when they signed their initial contract. It's like the flashback when they signed their initial contract, and Toki's not there, and some other guy is there.
Guy, yeah.
And you're like, who the fuck is that? And it took them forever to show who he was, and then they show the story of Magnus Hammersmith and how he was in the band and he got kicked out of the band.
Thought he was Slash.
Yep. He wanted everything done his way, and he gets to a fight with Nathan, and but that's everything. Dr. Roxo's back. Your boy Dick Nubler.
Yep.
Everyone's there.
Well, he gets fired, but...
Well, yeah, but he's still around. He's not going anywhere. Dick will be around for a while. I can't believe you... Now, you said you're kind of happy you waited to watch them all because you watched them all back to back to back to back to back, like a movie.
Yeah, it really was. The only thing, though, is, especially I did this in a day, I watched each episode in a row, but I didn't rewatch the way I normally would if I saw one week. Usually I'd be like, all right, I'm going to watch that a couple times, really get it into my head, and then move on. When the next week came out with the new one. But this one here, I wasn't able. I'm going to go home again and rewatch it because the only one I rewatched a couple times was the last episode because there's so much shit that happened.
Yeah.
But I would like to rewatch the others as well, just to catch all the humor that's in it. Because there's definitely a lot of shit, and there's a lot of information in most of them as to the storyline.
But now the question is, with where the story is, they're now searching for Toki. What do you think is going to happen? Well, here's the question. All right, let me ask you 3 questions. It's a 3-part question.
Okay.
Number 1, where do you think it's going to go from here? Number 2, do you think he's going to do another season, or do you think he's going to do like a movie? And number 3, completely unrelated to those first 2 questions, the music from this season, where do you think that'll fit into the Death Album 3?
All right, well, I can easily answer those 3 questions with a yes, yes, yes.
All right, thank you, folks. That's it.
Have a
Good night. Metal. Stay metal.
Well, I think that. Well, I know Toki is, dead.
Well, they said they think he's still alive.
Yeah.
The head of the Church of the Black Clock.
Listen, I've seen a dead guy before. No, I haven't. I don't know. I honestly, I'm really curious where they're going to go because I'm still a little confused about the main villain. Like what his deal is.
With Mr. Salacia.
Salation, yeah.
The half man.
Yeah, I want to understand like his powers and where he's from exactly because all you get is that he's not from here.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot to figure out. But as far as them making another season goes, I think that they should. I mean, I think they will.
Yeah. Well, I think if Cartoon Network wants him to, obviously he'll do it.
They got to be doing good. I mean, they have a following,
Yeah.
There's
at least 64,000 people.
Yeah. So I mean, it's got to be making money for the television show or for the television.
Well, then what about a Death Album 3? Now, I know he's starting it. He posted on his Twitter a picture of a folder on his desktop of his computer that said Death Album 3.
The music in this season was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. The only thing that I would have wanted more of is like the funny ones. The funny, corny, like songs from Squizgar and Pickles and Toki.
Yeah, there really wasn't much side project action in this one.
Yeah. The silly little
Yeah.
trippy songs that they do. But like metal-wise and the guitars and everything and double bass and all that stuff, like the new material sounds awesome. And I'm sure that they're going to turn that into something for the new album.
Well then, let's expand upon that for a minute, shall we? The first two Death albums were awesome. Brendon Small's Galacticon comes out.
Yeah.
And now the music from season 4 is awesome.
Yeah.
How do you think his Galacticon album is going to influence, change, or expand on the Death album? Like, do you think that by releasing that album, he's going to do a better Death album because now he's kind of got those things out of his system?
I don't know. I think it's going to be different. I think it's not going to be. You're not going to be able to compare.
Well, obviously, it's not going to sound the same as Galacticon because that was a high stakes intergalactic.
Yeah, I think it's still going to sound like Dethklok, and I just hope that he keeps the vocals, sounding like Nathan.
Yeah, well,
Because
obviously. I think it's going to sound like the Death album too.
Do you
From
remember
1 to 2.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a change from 1 to 2, and at first I was like, yeah, this is awesome. But
the first one had a very low growl, and the second one was more like a blackened death metal growl scream.
Which is still awesome, yeah. So it was just, I wasn't expecting that. And now I am used to that, but I just hope that it doesn't even,
You don't want it to change, you want it to
Nathan,
stay that way.
Yeah, I want to hear Nathan.
I remember the first time I heard Bloodlines from the Death album too.
Love Bloodlines.
I remember hearing that song go, that voice sounds so different.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really put my finger on it.
Yeah.
And then like right in the middle of the song, right as they go into like the breakdown, I'm doing quotes here, breakdown, he lets out that scream, just like, just kind of in the background. And I was sold.
Yep.
I was fucking sold.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still amazing. It's still really good.
I can't wait. It's going to be way too long before we get the Death album 3.
I know.
So hopefully this tour goes off without a hitch.
Which then hopefully we can sneak backstage or something and
Have to make some calls.
Yeah.
See if we can. Sorrow Eternal's here, bitch. Let us back there.
Yeah, we'll just show our badges.
Yep, and then we'll the badges we don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have a Dethklok badge. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm curious. And the bad thing is I don't think we'll hear any new songs on the tour. Maybe.
Well, maybe.
It would be great if we did because I will jizz my pants.
Do you think he's going to play anything that's not Dethklok related?
No, I think he'll just play Dethklok. Because if they were billing it as like Brendon Small and Dethklok, I could see them doing some Galacticon songs, especially since.
Well, do you think he's ever going to do that stuff live then? Because I think
I
he should.
don't know. I think he should too.
Ridiculously amazing too, and why not? I mean, they're all going to be there.
I think if they were doing a headlining show, he could open for himself.
Oh yeah, that's.
Do like a short set with Brendon Small.
I keep forgetting that Lamb of God is actually headlining.
Now, the one other thing about that show, man, we're really just yakking away here. Do you think he's going to have the same touring band? Brian Beller, Gene Hoglan, and I don't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I forget his name too.
Mike Canali.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I got you, Mike. Mikey K. I'm hoping so because they were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to see Gene Hoglan play drums again.
Yeah.
Any opportunity you motherfuckers get to see Gene Hoglan play the drums, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You know what I realized before we sign off here? Yeah. I started talking about Catatonia, and you never let me finish.
Yeah,
Can I finish? So they have a tour announcement for their tour with Alcest and Junius, as I said. Let's not get off on a tangent.
Oh, God.
And they have a little, like, streaming video with the dates scrolling and whatever.
Yeah.
And it has a 1 minute, 15-second clip of a song called Lethean, which I even think is better than Dead End Kings that they premiered already.
What?
This one sounds like Night is the New Day to the next level.
Yes.
Fucking awesome. The drums in particular. I love Catatonia's drumming.
See,
I love it.
Yeah. And that's awesome because I love the first single that they put
Yep.
out. So if you're saying that this is even more.
Yeah, I think I like this song better, and I only got a minute of it.
Shit, bro.
Shit.
Shit.
That
dude.
album's only freaking 5 weeks away. 5 weeks away.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit?
And then are we gonna see them? Are they gonna do?
Yeah,
American tour after
I think they said they. Well, I know they're supposed to do a round with Opeth in the fall.
Okay.
But the last I read, that was going to cover all of the places that they didn't get to when they were with Opeth last time.
Ah, shit.
But
That could mean Jersey. Which
good thing for us, yes. We saw them in. Where did we see them in the city? Webster Hall.
Yeah.
They'll probably do something, maybe Albany or into Connecticut in that triangle where we could go.
Yeah.
And I will go. If Catatonia's not coming in the fall,
Yeah.
we will go to see them with Opeth
Yeah,
again
and
because
if
I want to
they're-
hear new songs.
Yeah. And if it's Albany's not that bad.
No, Albany's not that bad. It's the same distance away as the city.
Yeah, we
And
might-
you just
yeah,
have
we
to
just
drive.
drive, yeah.
I'm going to see Henry Rollins there in October.
Yeah, who's she?
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to pack this shit up. Security's going to be walking through here in a while, and we're really not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So, Justin,
Yep.
I just wanted to know.
What?
I just wanted to know.
What did you want to know?
Yes.
The band?
No.
Dethklok?